Doctor Who Series 2, Episode 3, titled Story Union. In this episode is really all about the topic of what happens after the Doctor leaves the Companion. What really happens? You know, the Companion has experienced all these remarkable stuff, and what really happens? Because that's what this episode really about. I mean, you know, what people will really say is it's about that a bunch of teachers and students are disappearing, and they're becoming super smart and beyond planet Earth and stuff of those nature, and the Doctor as a teacher is trying to find out what's going on. Yeah, that's basically the main plot. And that main plot is a little bit convoluted. Like, you know, the telephones are like, what do they want? They explain their goal, but it's kind of like they want this, I want this, I want this, and it jumps way all over the place. But, you know, this episode is all retaining the return of Sarah Jane, or the industrial Sarah Jane, as the expected that you are. And when I wouldn't be shocked to the people who grew up on the show, like remember Tom Baker and Sarah Jane being the companion. It must have been the biggest deal ever. It had to be. You know, Sarah Jane Smith coming back, and they were like, holy crap. And also the return of K9, and that's great. But seeing the banter between Rose and Sarah Jane is such great stuff. Like, you know, as Mickey says, you know, the missus and the ex, you know, the girlfriend and the ex, you know, every guy's worst nightmare. You know, that's, you know, classic. And then Bagley and say like, darling, I met the Emperor. Mummies, I saw a werewolf. The Nochless monster. Seriously, like the battling of the Doctor, and that's so great. But then I think the scene that is really good for this episode is the scene when Rose says, are you just gonna leave us? And the Doctor says, I don't die, I regenerate. I become a new person. You die, humans die and decay. And it's starting to hint the whole thing like, yeah, maybe the Doctor has feelings for Rose. And it kind of informs that. And that's what I think is the core thing with this episode. All the Tocqueville stuff. I mean, there's a couple of cool scenes, but it's all about that element of what happens after the Doctor leaves them.